Oh, good evening, everybody. How's it going? We are out here. Just getting the last little bit started. And then I think we should be okay. Wow. Yeah, a bit of a weird stream tonight, it's safe to say. First race of the night will not be happening, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it's too late now to get it all going. Which is a bit of a shame. But it is what it is. We at least still have one race tonight in the BMW later on. Which should hopefully still be fun. Already got a grid building up for that, so... But, yeah, we have, like, a whole hour to kill. Pretty much. So, if you see, I've put a little poll up in the chat. And that poll is... basically to just determine what the hell we're going to be doing for this first hour. Unless some magical occurrence happens and we get a race going. I somehow don't think that's going to happen. I did have a bit of a far-fetched idea to just host it all myself. Or to host the first race tonight myself, but I didn't really have the time to get everything set up in time, so... yeah, that didn't really go anywhere. So yeah, we're kind of just stuck at the moment with nothing. Could have started the stream later, I guess, but we can still do something. I wanted to at least be ready in case something happened. But at this point in time, I don't think I'm very... I think I'm very confident in anything happening. I don't know if I maybe should probably put up a bit of text somewhere to say. But, yeah, of course, reminder, put your votes in the little poll we have going in the chat. To get in whatever it is you want. What you think we should do for this first hour. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be a very boring hour. That's for sure. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, everything is all okay for the race later on this evening, the BMW, so that's all good. But yeah, the Corvettes, as far as I'm aware, not happening. Because last week we ran into, or we noticed a small problem, that it skipped forward to Imola. And it seems like that was caused by the scheduling being wrong. And Imola is set to what do you call it? It's set to the same as well, not Imola's set fine. That's why it appears. But Road America, which was supposed to happen this week, was set to the same date accidentally as last week. So essentially, that would have happened. Yeah, happened at the same time. And so, as far as the system was concerned, that race never really happened. Which, yeah, is a shame. Yeah, let me just find... let's change that to ARG. Not readable. That's a little small, actually. Might add a little. Ooh. Okay. That'll do. Whatever. I don't care too much. Cool. Can I just make that? Keep snapping. Oh, whatever. Actually, that's gonna get in the way of the chat. I don't want that. Oh, there we go. That's better. Still not perfect, but I'd spend the whole evening fiddling with that if I really wanted to. But yeah, please throw your votes in the poll in the chat for what you would, any sort of space fillers. Oh, hang on. We might actually have a race. We'll see. He's swooped in at the last minute. Let me boot up AC quickly. The controller. Oh. I'd be a little late though, because it is 10:02. Get rid of that for the minute. Don't quite need that. Throw that there. Okay, so we might be. I'm not sure. Oh, yep, it's fixed. Okay. And yeah, cool. The Corvette race is live. We don't have long to register though, so be quick. Just pin that. It's gonna do the funny thing where it... So, just I'll be signing up to it as soon as my PC lets me. Just going. Cool. Ow. Sign into SRS on. No. Shit. Never mind. Oh, okay. Cool, we got me and Mattia in. He said, yes, I think the start time might be delayed a little bit, just to allow for more time for people to get in. We'll see. So yeah, if you and the chat as well so people can see it. So I have to keep saying it over and over again. Hopefully that'll go in. Holy cow, Mattia is on 899 rating. Starts in 15 minutes. Oh, okay. That won't change for me. Oh, okay. It's unregistered. Okay, that's weird. It shows me still as being I'm registered for a race that doesn't exist. Okay. Let me delete those messages because they're kind of. End message. Cool. That's up. Alright, let me get the combo up then. Still telling me I'm bloody. Yeah, if you've already registered, I think it's just me and Mattia for that one. But I think is it the right one? Cool. Alright, that's me. Oh wait, I got that wrong. Fuck no, I can't. Actually, cool. Let me go and quickly bring up a little quick session to make sure everything is working as it should be. Corvette C7R, yes, please. Oh, bloody hell. But yeah, the race is live, so you can join. Awesome. Alright. I was worried we'd have to resort to backup plans, but we are good. At the 11th hour, admittedly, but still good. That hasn't queued us up for Imola now. No, we're good. Oh. Blast. Okay, technical difficulties have been resolved, so I can get rid of that. I don't need that. Here's me saying I should have gotten everything ready beforehand. I kind of did, but I also kind of didn't. Yeah, I'll leave that up now. It's still applicable. Whew. Cool. Yeah, it was definitely not how I expected these first 21 minutes to go. But we're good. We're good. Everything's back on track to how it should be. I can hopefully jump on track for at least a lap, maybe. Okay, yeah, so everything is working as usual. Let me update the bottom text as well. C7R. America. Cool. As it should be. Is that showing? No. That's because it's set to live for speed. Be helpful if I was good at what I'm doing. Setup is meaningless. It's a fixed setup. Reacclimatized. I'm totally looking at what I'm doing. Closer. This G-Mac is a little weaker than I remember it. Maybe I'm going crazy, who knows. Yeah, we're all back on schedule. And well, a little off schedule, but back on plan. It feels like it's been a while since I've driven Road America. I can't say that for certainty, but I just feel like it's been a while. Always a fun track to race on, though. I can flat. Oh, I can. From the medium tires, even. I don't know which tires would be better for the race. Around before crossing the road. Hello. Hey Adam, how's it going? You missed the past 20 minutes of things. See, when I started the stream, I was not expected to be sat here doing this, but Bossman did finally come in clutch at the 11th hour and got it sorted from the small scheduling guff. Cool. How many actually signed up? Last time I checked, which was before I started, about 5 minutes ago or so, was 6. So, actually not too bad. But like, last minute cobbled together, because I know some people register like a whole week in advance. So, it's worked out. Definitely helped that we delayed it. Because I think then we wouldn't have gotten that many people. Oh, piece of crap. Right. Seems like we got 7, I think. Which I'd say is a win, given I thought we weren't even going to be doing this race tonight, so... Where's the audience? Good question. That used to be the only one here. Bit of a lie. Well, not fully. Just woke up, Pam. Yeah, I don't know. People have been watching, but I think they've, you know, they haven't felt like interacting, which is totally fine. I don't mind that. Did have a poll up that nobody voted in, but maybe I think people were mainly checking to see probably like status updates and stuff for how things were going. Oh, Yari's got off the road. Any plans for after the races? No, not really. It's sort of mixed between a few things. Oh dear. I gotta move my seat a little closer. I haven't quite got it in the right spot for the wheel. It's weird whenever I start these Tuesday streams. I guess because I only really play AC on Mondays and Tuesdays now. Admittedly, I missed Monday because I was doing some work stuff. I didn't get around to finishing. Ooh dear. Yeah, I found myself sometimes on these Tuesdays having to kind of reacclimatize almost in this sort of like initial bout of like practice. That being said, I did do a little bit of AC driving at the weekend. Only a little bit, though. Just testing some things. Hoping it hasn't gotten... I don't remember what happened in these races anymore. From my end of this season, nothing much. I've been driving kind of meh this season. So yeah, I would agree on that statement, but I think that's mostly because my driving has just been kind of mediocre. God, case in point. The prize practice isn't over yet, though. Put it with me. Got a whole extra lap. I don't know if we're maybe waiting on someone or something. I think everyone's on the... Everyone's out on track. Materia, Taro, Victor, Bill, Oscar. Oh, there we go. Alright. I think just because it was a long lap, it took a while. move the chair a bit closer, because I want it to be. Let's see how the soft tires do us. Just for the luck. I mean, this is just qualifying, but I guess I can pick all the luck I can get. I guess in a bit of good news as we're rolling into qualifying here, got most of the stuff set up that I need to for running the Race of Binners again. I'm looking to do it in like mid-February, I think. Mid to late February. Because the real one's in like March, so mid to late February is kind of the aim. Gives me a couple of weeks still to just make the to get the final bits sorted, make the announcement, get interest boiling and stuff like that, people signed up and yada yada. But I've sort of laid out all the... Oh shit, that's out lap, it doesn't matter. I've got like all the format laid out and stuff. Actually have a more proper tournament bracket set up as well. Unlike not last year, sorry, 2023, where where it kind of descended into madness because I completely did not prepare a tournament bracket at all. And just like fudged it up completely. But now I've got like a proper setup. It's still an Excel spreadsheet, mind you, for tracking the event, but it's a much neatly organized Excel spreadsheet. Will help me point everything in the right direction. Hey Elias, how's it going? Yeah, changed up a couple, or I'm planning to change up a couple of the cars on the roster as well. I thought you liked spaghetti code. There's no code on that spreadsheet, that's for sure. Well, I didn't really need any, but yeah. But yeah, last year's one weren't code, but it was definitely a spaghetti. A lot of very nice spaghetti at that, though. But, you know, people still enjoyed the event, and that was kind of all that mattered. But hopefully this year it's a bit more structured. And I don't have to make up new rounds on the fly, because I fucked up how tournament brackets work. Like I did last time. But yeah, yeah, changed out a couple of the cars just based on... Well, actually, I only really changed that one car, really, based on feedback, and that was taking the Euro NASCAR and throwing it out. As much as I like the Euro NASCAR, I've kind of realized a lot of people don't. So, it was a fun bit of Jeopardy last time, but it's now... I've actually gained cars this time. I think last time it was only 4 cars. It was the Abarth, the MX-5, the rally car, the Fiesta WRC, and the Euro NASCAR. But I dropped the Euro NASCAR. I've now added the Tartus FA01, the Porsche Cayman GT4, and the that weird Glickenhaus, I forget what it's called. The P45 Competizione, I think? It's a bit more of a mix of cars, I guess. The rally car, the MX-5, and the Abarth are still there, but they kind of they're largely reprising similar roles. I can't remember what the format was last time either, but I kind of made up a new one anyway that I felt made sense. Try and see if I can get some like extra bits done as well that aren't really crucial to the event running, but just add a little bit of extra pizzazz to the whole thing. Just want to give it a like good level race. Cheers. But yeah, no, I think things are going relatively okay at the moment. Nothing much overtly interesting happening other than I'll be hopefully throwing out an announcement for a new Race of Binners event soon in the coming couple of weeks. But yeah, no, cheers for the luck. Just at the end of qualifying now, so race will be coming up in just a sec. Ooh, what the hell? I was not paying attention. That still got me up to 3rd place. Ah, that might have cost... No! Damn it, Phil. That might have gotten me up to 3rd. How much fuel does it say we have? 20 minutes. Ah, that's actually good. We'll add a couple of liters extra, though, just in case. So, like 33? Yeah, that should be good enough. I don't know what tyres people are going to be using for the race. Those softs looked like they were getting kind of hot. I think mediums, maybe. See what Mattia and Oscar think. They're sticking with the softs. Victor behind is sticking with the softs. Did Victor not set a qualifying time? I did. Huh. So we got... Oh, okay. You know what? We're going softs. What could go wrong? It's probably a bad time to do that, but I can unpin the message. There we go. It's not relevant anymore. Because we're in the race. Side. I'm gonna get a better run than me, so it's quite chicken. Oh, he's gone way wide. Cheers for luck, I need it. It's SWE. It's coming around the outside. He's gonna take me, I think. Just pity too much but someone put at the PCAM from Cottage SWE about playing collection then. It's quite bold there on the brakes. Looks okay. Yeah, the boss man appeared just in the nick of time to get things sorted. So we are actually racing. Of course, I'm doing an amazing job at it, like I always do. He didn't end up in prison. No, he didn't. Thankfully. But yeah, I think Yeah, I think we might. I think with the way the server works, it probably overrides any bans because it probably is tied to your entry is probably tied to your Steam ID. So, because otherwise, that's the only way like custom liveries can work. Really. So I mean, he probably. There are 3 options for the kick, huh? But yeah, no, he, yeah, I think that might bypass some of the limitations from being quote-unquote banned. But I have had to be kicked. I think I remember having to be kicked from a server before because I got stuck or something. I don't remember what happened. And it told me I was banned, but when I restarted the server... Oh, wait, that was it. No, it wasn't me. It was a friend who got banned from one of my servers because they hit the strikes for going the wrong way, I think, or something like that. The game told them they were banned. They got that same pop-up. But I restarted the server and it was all fine, so... Ooh, feels a bit wide. Seems like Victor was sandbagging and qualifying. He's definitely picking up the ante now. Ooh, him and Yari going side by side around there. Risky stuff. First, you can join right back. Second, you get a ban until the server loops. Third, write Steam ID in a blacklist file. Yeah. Obviously, I think he got the second one. Shite. I'll be honest though, this whole sort of debacle, getting this race sorted, it did get me thinking back to the kind of conundrum that's kind of been lingering for years now, and that is the kind of debate, maybe, well, yeah, I guess the kind of debate, it's mainly been internal in my head, but the kind of debate about, you know, where to take these races, or where is the best place, what is the best way to do these races going forward. Like, you know, I've kind of just stuck with SRS because it works, you know, it's free. It doesn't cost me anything, and there's already an it's an established platform, established network, you know. Enrique knows what he's doing. But to some extent, I do like, when it comes to these kind of things, I do kind of like doing them myself. That's why, like, Bimwood, Race of Binners and stuff, those were self-hosted by me. I didn't go for any... Well, they were hosted using a friend's server, but now I have my own server, so I can host them myself. Off my own back, sort of thing. Because, while yes, this makes me a singular point of failure, one thing I don't like doing is kind of... you know, obviously, like, I've had the luxury of people giving me these things for free, you know, giving me access to these things for free, so it's like, they don't owe me anything, really. And so, like, I don't want to pressure them, but at the same time, you know, I have an event to run that has people who want to do it. And obviously it's sort of disappointing and frustrating when that doesn't happen. And so, like, yeah, I don't want to put extra pressure on people who are giving me something for free, but at the same time, like, it is kind of annoying that I don't really have a lot of control over what happens. You know, I can't go in and just, like, set the things myself, for example. Set or change them myself. I'm sure there are probably some very valid reasons for that, but you know, it's like, I guess in simple terms, I don't like leaning on other people too much for things I want to do. Unless they're giving me, like, direct help. Like, I don't want to lean on people for a service unless I have to. Like, if it's just like, oh, hey, can you, like, give me some advice? Then, like, sure. But, like, when they're providing me a service, I don't really like doing that so much. But on the flip side, you know, SRS, as I said earlier, is an already established platform and network. Like, there are years of work have gone into this. And while, yes, it's far from what it used to be, it's still a platform that has a lot of users. And so, for me to make something that works as a replacement for this is a huge investment that I don't really have the time or energy to undertake at the moment. So it kind of leaves me at this crossroads, because, like, sure, I could just, like, you know, take them and run them off of my server right here, right now. But, like, that would mean, like, I'd have to handle everything for a Discord server, which isn't very accessible. I don't really like that too much. So it does kind of put me in a bit of a funny spot. Granted, I haven't really looked too deeply into other options, but it's like, I have to sort of rationalize to myself that, you know, looking for another option would be worth it. But also, as I said, I'd like to have as much, maybe not inherent ownership, but control over that platform as possible, so that I can do things myself in these kinds of cases. Sure, it puts everything on me, which, you know, can be a problem in of itself, but, like, I am okay with that, because it kind of feels like it sits on me anyways, you know. When things go wrong on here, it's my kind of responsibility almost to bring it up and be like, hey, like, you know, this needs changing or fixing. Oh yeah, I fucked up. PKM was your weapon in the army. Ah, nice. PKM's the LMG, right? I've completely changed the topic here, but I just read that. I missed that earlier. Cool little tidbit. close up a bit more here. Yep, the MG. Ooh. I did get trained when I was out in Norway. I did get a little bit of training on their MG3, but sadly never got a chance to fire it. That was a big boy, though, the old MG3. Closest thing to it I've actually fired would be a SA80 LSW, but that's basically just an SA80 with a bigger barrel. So, bigger barrel and a bipod, and that as an MG2. Not too surprised. From my GTA days, I've learned how much better Discord was than the forums. I'm not saying like a forum as per se, but like kind of that online interface that anyone can access through a Google search and can register to races from is what I want. Like I don't want like people to sign up to races through a Discord server. You know? You get what I'm saying? Also, because through a Discord server, you can't handle any automation or anything, so that also sucks. Whereas, like, if I had, like, an online service connected to server, I could have it wired up all with, like, the server automation stuff. This is closing up here. I actually have to start focusing more on the racing. Yeah, as you rightfully said, SRS at the moment is literally just me and the Sean Clark Racing Boys / the Slow Bros. It technically is and it technically isn't, though, because there are, you know, there's everyone who attends the races. We're just the only two... Ooh, dear. Tire's too hot. Tire's too hot and maybe a little bit of dirty air. We lived. You know, there is still everyone who shows up on a weekly basis, you know. Can't go writing those guys out to. If they were given more opportunities to, they might be willing to put on their own stuff. Whether or not there's enough willing mouths around to feed that demand, who knows? But, you know. Names attached to the series, yeah. You know, I get that part, but yeah, like it's nice to have it. Ooh, like I feel like if I moved everything into a Discord server, it would then literally just be the same few faces every week, in and out. And while that is kind of true here, you know, occasionally you get faces pop out the woodwork. Like for example, the two Solaneses who are here for us. Blah, I can't English. Here with us for this C7R series. I haven't seen those two in ages. I don't think in any of the races. But they saw a race they wanted, a series they wanted to take part in, and they've appeared. And that's because obviously SRS has that wealth of members already signed up to it, which is, you know, kind of a undeniable plus for hosting here. But I pretty much have unparalleled exposure. Because there's lots of people, there's clearly a fair few people who still check the platform every now and then. And, you know, I have basically no competition. You know, if I was to say move to like another platform like SGP or Just Race or something like that, you know, they will have multiple races happening at the exact same time, which I will have to be directly competing with. You know, I'd have to be... Oh my god, I've understeered off here again. I need to lift a bit now, I think I'm close. You know, those people will be like, oh, you know, I have to give people a reason why they should pick my race over any other race on the platform. SRS, there is no other race. At the moment, it's just mine. It's like, yeah, there's pros and cons to sticking or switching. It's just... I need to decide on what side I think is more worth being on. The only reason why the members come back would be because of nostalgia. Maybe. I'm driving like shit. Poor Terra, though, he's had a pretty lonely race back there. Oh, those two are gonna fight into the... it's not gonna happen. This tight corner down here. Gives me a chance to pounce, maybe? No, not really. Oh, that's great. Yari's gone deep. But no, yeah, maybe I'll have to get around to putting together that survey. I did loosely talk about a little while ago creating a sort of survey to kind of poll the community. And, I don't know, maybe I can get some valuable feedback from that from people. We'll see. Okay, lift it down, that worked a lot better. Didn't understeer off again. Puts me in a much stronger position into here. But I don't really have any room to try and overtake, so I have to just kind of weasel out. Fuck! God damn it. We dialed back the traction control, but I don't think I dialed it back at all. Got back a little bit. But yeah, feature-wise, I don't think anything... Postal do with a petition, yeah. I think feature-wise, anything I come up with, I don't think is going to likely be any better than what I currently... than what, you know, is currently provided with SRS. And, you know, there's a 99% chance that it'd be worse in most ways. But, yeah, it does come with the big benefit of the, you know, I control everything. Saying that makes me sound like such a control freak. Which, I don't know, might be kind of true. I mean, I don't hate it when other people control things. But it's more that, like, I don't like it when I have to pressure other people to do things that I haven't paid them for. You know, I'd rather just deal with the problems entirely myself, kind of deal. Well, this is the last lap, oh boy. Alright, full send time, maybe. I don't think I'm close enough. See, is it the final lap? Could be, I think. Oh, I got a wobble. Hey, Donnie, how's it going? Oh, Yari squabbled. Can I get the run I want out of here? Come on, I'm sliding! No! Oh. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen. He's got a big run on Phil. I was a bit aggressive on the throttle. You know, from how little I was paying attention that race went surprisingly better than I thought. If I was actually paying attention, I wonder what I could have done. Yeah, good to see that we were actually able to get that going. After some initial trouble, we got off without a hitch, relatively. But yeah, no, it finish specialty. Damn. Yeah, it's definitely a tough sort of spot. Otherwise, it wouldn't be something I've been thinking about for the past, like, 2 or 3 years. How was the race? I spent most of it waffling, so not particularly interesting. I was more focused on the waffle than the driving, really. Victor was a bit too, bit too generous there on the space. I guess better to be safe than sorry. And he got me here. I understood big time there. Oof. Jump on with him, see how he progressed up the grid. Definitely more interesting than watching me just poodle about behind these two. These two also had a pretty good battle going on, it seemed. Yeah, thinking about it. Oh, Phil went wide there. I don't inherently think setting... I mean... I guess... Oh, yeah, he must have messed up ahead a little bit. Oh, he went way wide, yeah. Oh, he locked up. He braked a bit late. Almost went into the back of Oscar. Locked up. Put him way wide. Which gonna allow Victor... Oh, yeah, this is when they went side by side, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if you can run AC servers through command line. I haven't looked into that, actually. If you can, that actually makes, that makes automating them not terribly hard, actually. Kind of, he pulls away and catches up to Oscar. Yes, you can. Ooh. Yeah, then automating an AC server, I guess, isn't. This is pretty straightforward then, because here you don't have to worry about anything. You can just fucking run a command line thing whenever it's time, and bang, jobs are good and. Server. Run it in a bash script in Linux box. Okay. I guess just the harder part would be setting up the whole website of things and getting that to interface with everything. Which I could definitely do, given enough time and effort, but... At the moment, it's not really time and effort I have to spare. So yeah, he's jumped up to seconds. We jump back and look at these two, I guess. Got like 10-minute hang up between practice and quali. Yeah, I heard about that. And Mattia got... Yeah, Lupo got Mattia banned as well. Yeah. Luckily, his ban was only temporary. Felt like AMS2, damn. see. Anything else really happened? I think these two had a bit of a fight later on. I tried to get my competition in prison. Could beat him. Dirty tactics. Actually, a really random question. But I do know. Well, those two have caught up to each other now. Actually, the front two have sort of caught up. Not quite as much though. But I know, like, thinking about like the different platforms that are out there for like all these like racing stuff. Does Just Race support you hosting your own server? And, like, connecting that up to, like, a Just Race thing. I don't even know how Just Race works, really. But it seems like an interesting platform. I thought a bit where you constantly complain about other guys trying to get him banned. Yeah, he would be. These two got really close. These two have any movement? Not quite. Phil tries to go for everything. I think he gets it, actually. Oh. I got to be locking up behind. He does get it. This is when I kind of sort of snuck up onto the scene. Oh. Victor get Mattia? Not quite. Yeah, Yari, I got a good run. Tried it. I think, does he get it back? Yes, he does. I almost locked up into Phil again. To be honest, this breaking point here is probably my weakest on the whole track, because it's... You've got the kind of crest on the breaking point, which is very awkward. I never like... It's like the one part of the track I don't like. I understand here. I can't remember with Just Race, but the idea is that you create your own stuff. Rossi had it set up on Winnie's Discord and possibly sure it was hosted on his hardware, but linked with Just Race. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. These two at it again. Ooh, wrong way. Because that could also be useful for the special events, actually, thinking about it. Actually, maybe not. No, because those require more funky stuff. Oh, really tight here. Actually, what is the time? Okay, we're basically going to have no time to practice for the next race, but that doesn't matter. Gets him. Daytona Runs is very funny. I'm sure you'd be able to help when you've needed. Now he's written up some documentation on it. Yeah, I was thinking that even if not used as like a replacement for these, it could be useful for the special events, but I don't think it will be, because like Race of Binners requires me restarting the server like every like 10-15 minutes, so and like changing configs constantly, so that wouldn't work. Definitely a more ad hoc sort of thing, and or more crude ad hoc solution definitely works for that, because I'd burn up any automation software. Oh, yep, there's me driving like a fool. Ooh, I was really close to hitting the wall there. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I goosed up too hard. And it just spat me out. Get these to have any other battle? I think they do. Yeah, I feel like it's a great run. I think he goes wide? Or is it Yari who goes wide? I don't remember. Remember Frosty had it set up anyway as admin. Competing like myself could create the event on the community page and host it on Frosty's handle. Okay. Get those two close. That might give away to run a server 2 if hardware is an issue. I'm not sure on that though. Yeah. I mean, I have my own server PC set up here. I got it set up at the end of I just got it set up to over the Christmas holidays. So it's not very powerful, but it doesn't need to be. So, oh wait, who actually took that in the end? Oh, I think it was Phil. Just AC 7-EXEs and the AC pod is just a GUI directory, 2 NI files with the actual server executable to read. I didn't. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's a good point. I didn't think about it like that. That actually changes a lot of how I thought about AC's server. I never really looked into it too deep, but us kind of talking about it now is kind of getting my brain swirling. And yeah, I guess it just plucks those INI files as is. And runs it. Yeah, so you can just... You don't even need to pass those INI files through into it, because it just takes them anyways. Yeah, okay. I've done absolutely no practice for this race, so I can assure you it's gonna go brilliantly. I think the server's up though, so let's join in. I haven't got the ping yet, but I actually just refreshed the server browser and I saw it, so let's weasel on my way in. Windows Server XC and A. Have a better new race yesterday.
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
Let's see. Windows, Linux, excluding photo, just a couple of Linux files on Linux box and Linux. Okay. I don't have any Linux boxes set up, but I might have one in the future. So it's good to know. Because at the moment, it's just a very basic, like, Windows 10 PC setup that I have going. But, a friend who has his own sort of servers, sort of recommended me a bunch of shit. Where are we at? Must. Right. It might be at the top. Autotron must. Is it at the top? No, I don't know. Doesn't matter at this point. Just need to get out there and drive car. So I can learn how to not die horribly. Ooh. Is there brake bias in this car? Did I just conveniently never notice that until now? Is that like an actual setup option? It is, it's kind of... I've somehow missed it all this time, I think. I don't recall ever seeing a thing. But yeah, no, I guess kind of back to the main point as well, is that, like, I don't know, I do kind of get, like, obviously, Enrique has bigger things to work on. SRS isn't really, like, a breadwinner for him anymore, and he kind of just keeps it running because, you know, people still use it, and we still put the races on. But I do kind of get the impression that, like, he maybe almost feels obliged to keep it running. I could be wrong on that front. I haven't asked him personally about it. But I almost feel like he maybe feels like a little obliged to keep it running. You know, like, well, you could say, well, why would he think that? But, you know, the human brain is a funny thing, and it has funny thoughts. And so, like, I don't know. Yeah, runs it for us as a thanks, yeah, you know. Like, he's willing to do it, but obviously, yeah, you know, there are kind of... The fact that we don't have any real control or access over the actual stuff itself obviously does kind of create problems, because it puts all of the work on him. And that's kind of the big problem, really. I don't know how everything's set up, though, so, like, I can't comment on how easy it would be for us to be able to go in and actually change stuff ourselves. Yeah, if that was, like, a possibility. But, like, that's kind of really where the main hitch-up is, like, it all kind of comes down to him, but obviously he's got more important shit to deal with. And so it's like, in some regards, I think, you know, it probably isn't a bad idea to try and look for a solution where I can do more of these things myself, and, I don't know, maybe in turn support other people in the process? I don't know. But, you know, I don't have any plans to be going anywhere anytime soon, so... Unless some crazy shit happens. I don't think he's necessarily would be eager for, like, a passing of the torch of the kind of stuff over to someone else, so... I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking everything, but it's been something that's kind of been rattling around for ages now. You know, when things go wrong, I'd rather people take it out on me than anyone else. But, like, kind of hard to do that when, like, I have no real control over, like, the actual, like, infrastructure itself. Just switch this running solo AC Evo on Tuesdays, get in before it gets big. Oh, you're right. I gotta check. Oh, wow, yeah, it's not a setup option, but you can change it. That's interesting. I don't know why some cars are like that in AC. AC also still don't know where the track is on the listing. It's on here somewhere. It's just Most, right? MOST? I don't have a Most though. Oh, TMM. Right. Again, Zero Stubbs when I hit my day one stream. Just think of what you could achieve. Oh. I see the profit margins right in front of me. They're crazy. They're actually in the negatives. Because I'd have to buy AC Evo. But no, I'm not buying AC Evo anytime soon. Unless I see some, like, clear shift from Kunos, into a direction that I'm more willing to invest in, then I ain't buying the game. I was skeptical going in, and what they ended up delivering was worse than what I was expecting. So, like, definitely you don't want to invest now. So it's buffering game for track sets would be nice. Yeah, definitely. It would also be better if track makers stuck to consistent naming conventions. But then again, even Kunos can't do that, so I'll give the modders a pass on that one. Because, like, there's some tracks listed as KS underscore, but there are some other tracks that are just listed as they are, even though they are base game tracks. They are Kunos tracks. But they're not listed with the KS underscore prefix. I mean, yeah, I don't like that argument, though. A lot of people bring up, oh yeah, ACC day one, but, like, for one, it doesn't matter. It's a separate product. And two, they should have learned their lesson that releasing one car and one track was a fucking stupid idea. And granted, maybe they kinda did. We got a handful of cars and a handful of tracks. But the big red writing that has been painted on the wall is the fact that the game is going to have a lot of online-only features. And that's something I don't want to support. I don't think that's the right way to do things. I don't like that. Because there's kind of a heavy implication that there is going to be limited time events and microtransactions. And those are both things that I hate with modern gaming. I absolutely hate them. You know, like, a one-time purchase, like, DLC thing, whatever. But, like, when we start getting into, like, if it's worth my money, whatever. But, like, one-time or, like, fucking microtransactions and limited time content, no. Online only in general is a terrible idea. So, like, it doesn't make any sense to force it. Like, AC Evo, I don't know what Kunos are shooting for, really. But it's not something I really want to be a part of. That's, at least from what they've shown me at the moment, that's kind of what I get. And if you want to play and enjoy it, that's fair enough. But at the moment, I think my money is staying firmly in my wallet. What I could tell, it wants to be a Gran Turismo game. Yeah, but that's the thing, is they haven't really been clear on the direction. Like, you know, it's not, we know that's what Kunos want to do with it. It's, we think that might be what Kunos are getting at. But who knows? They might go and introduce something later down the line that completely throws that all in the bin. Who knows? But I've been stung too many times by the current games industry that, like, I'll only buy a product. I basically never buy products on launch anymore. I'll always wait to see people actually, like, to see real gameplay footage. And then I'll make my mind up from there. As to whether or not I think it's worth it, and from, as I've said, you know, what I've seen from AC Evo, ain't it? I was gonna buy it and try it out. I like trying racing sims. Will I play it much in a year's time is another story. SimRacing and Doom are the exception where I break the rule, otherwise I wait. I'm saying, yeah, everyone obviously has different kind of thresholds, principles, and whatnot. And yeah, you know, it's gonna change. But you know, people are gonna have different opinions and ideas on things, which, you know, perfectly fine to have. Oh. I'm gonna take a lot of fuel out of this, but when I get a feel for it. No, actually, I probably gotta do that time. What's that? Take about a PSI off of every tire, and then like half the fuel load, maybe. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should be a-okay. Because if being honest, the key game is more players than the current bit arcade games on Steam combined. Yes, and also kind of no. There's one very important piece of information that is kind of missing with TXR at the moment. And that is that, as far as I'm aware at the moment, they don't have a roadmap as to how they're going to progress beyond, you know, throughout early access. We know that they're going to be in early access for about 4 months, was their initial kind of prediction. But we don't know what is actually going to be coming out in that early access period. I mean, the obvious one is the rest of the game that wasn't included in the early access launch, like the later chapters and teams and rivals, but like what other things are going to happen, we don't know. Do we need every game to follow a roadmap? Yes. A roadmap is a really important tool because, you see, people I guess it's kind of going back to the investing thing, but you invest in an early access game because you want to support it and you want to support its growth. You don't buy an early access game because you think that's it, that's the game. You buy an early access game because you want to support the final stages of development of that game. So I think, yes, having a roadmap for an early access game is crucial. Does a roadmap have to be released with the early access? No, because you know, you don't know how the launch is going to go. So say, you know, Genki might have been holding off on releasing a roadmap until, you know, until they've launched the game, they've gotten a swathe of player feedback, they've gauged interest. I mean, for like a full game launch, you don't really need a roadmap, but for early access, I think early access roadmaps are crucial. They tell people what you should be, you know, you're telling the customer what you should expect from the rest of the early access period. And that, I think, is very important part of being kind of open and transparent about what you're going to provide. But yeah, for like a full release title, it's not as, like, you don't need a roadmap for a full release title. Unless you're planning on further content updates. Even then, you don't need one, because, like, the game is complete. So, like, it doesn't matter what you do. You know, the company is telling you this is the product you're buying, that's it. You know, we may never release another update, that's what you get. But early access has the insinuation that there will be continued development and progress made to the project. So when you buy an early access title, you should also be given the impression as to what your money is going to be going towards finishing the game, because that's what you're supporting. Ooh, up to second place, nice. I have too little fuel in now though, which is a problem. I was scared it's going to be Forza, time will tell, but it's still not downloaded it. to agree that it has the outlook of being modern gaming bullcrap. Yeah, like, I don't mind with the whole Gran Turismo-y approach. I know some, like, more diehard sim people will be very against that. I don't mind that too much, as long as I handle it well, and it's, like, well-balanced and stuff like that, you know? It's nice to have a bit more structure and progression maybe into a sim. The driving licensing turned me off a little bit in terms of that idea, but all in all, I don't hate the concept. It's more the online only and the extra bad things that could come out with. That's what I'm really worried about with AC Evo. Not they release full game day one. If they're doing EA or some sort of plan. Yeah, need to sort of exactly, yeah. And it's like roadmaps don't have to be concrete. They could change. They can. You know, they inevitably will likely change throughout the sort of progression to full release, as kind of natural. Things will change and evolve as the project comes up, and you know, they might get feedback for things that they hadn't even thought about during early access period for things that they want to address. Because sometimes when you're developing something, you think, "Oh, this is a brilliant idea. Let's do it." Then you release it to your customers, and they're like, "Actually, no, we don't like this." And it's like, "Oh, okay, fine, we'll change it." Bought it mainly for the discount, damn. Just for the luck, I will need it. I'll try and read the rest of the stuff. If I could avoid killing Robert into turn 1. I don't know if Rob is to my side. He is to my side. He's gotten ahead of me. Shadows have a fun game. I never know when they plan on adding content, so I get a present. Surprise when seeing their update trailers. I mean, yeah, but as I kind of mentioned earlier, I know I'm kind of backtracking a bit. Obviously, Trailer, as far as I'm aware, is a full release title. So yeah, you know, they are under no obligation to provide a roadmap, but I think it should be an obligation under early access to provide a roadmap. Like, but once the game's fully out, then it's just a courtesy thing. It's like, hey, we want to do these things. This is how we're gonna do them. These days, obviously, it's mostly done by like companies who shit the bed on launch. Cough, cough, Cyberpunk. To be like, hey guys, please don't refund. Please keep buying our game. This is how we're gonna fix it, kind of deal. But like, yeah, if you release like a fully fledged game that works and out the box and is perfectly fine and what people expected, then like, yeah, no, you don't need anything. If you choose to release further content updates, it's a nice surprise. But yeah, no. You don't have to unless you want to. The problem is, obviously, a lot of companies have pushed people into kind of believing that live service is the only way to do things nowadays, so when you're doing a live service, you do also kind of need a roadmap because you're trying to sell people into the live service. Tia's caught up to me really fucking quick, holy shit. Yeah, you're trying to get people to invest in your live service, so you need to get people invested in what your plan is to do with the game. Otherwise, then people won't know what you're doing with the live service, so... God, this is... This check doesn't have as many respites as I would want it to. If I could properly read through everything. So I'm kinda... This does remind me of a good, really random side trail. I'll get back onto the proper topic, but it does remind me of a good video I watched a while ago, which is talking about, guy was talking about, like, one of the difficulties of streaming is, like, the balance between being kind of... You have to strike a balance between focusing on what you're doing on the stream, like if you're playing a video game or something, or doing an activity of some kind, you know. Balance between focusing on that and focusing on being, like, entertaining to, like, the chat and stuff. Which is something that definitely does get quite hard in sim racing at times, because sim racing is very demanding. it is hard to kind of keep up with both sides. But it's my fault for choosing to live stream this crap, so not you guys. Okay, I think I should get a bit of quiet on the straight. Don't need to miss the breaking point. After launching and fair navigation, everyone's still missing features. Yeah, that's basically what I said, yeah. Online only microsensitive stuff I meant with bullcrap. Personally, I don't care for the GT style. Career mode. If it's good. If they're doing it. It's good that they are doing it. As many people long for that. Yeah, in Sims. Yeah, definitely, yeah. But no, yeah, that was kind of, me mentioning it was kind of, I guess, also responding to Michael's comment as well. And also just general kind of consensus I've seen online. People see the, like, kind of Gran Turismo style progression, they're like, oh, this isn't a hardcore sim, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. You want a hardcore sim, go back and play. Just keep playing Grand Prix Legends of Richard Burns Riley until the heat death of the universe. And, it'd be that. Errors will print after launch, okay. I think some companies realizing everyone is becoming live service, most will go the way of the dodo. Yeah. Ooh. Whoa. Working my way through these robbers fast. Yeah, everyone is to become live service, most to get away. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the industry is kind of folding in on itself a bit at the moment because of so many live service failures. But many still kind of push with it, which is crazy. Keeps humans to mess up with blame chat, keeps everyone entertained coming back for more. Exactly. True, yeah. Ooh, I think I might have spooked Hanu there. I don't know if I break too early. Go on a model, turn a webcam so we can see when you read stuff. That usually helps with bridging the gap. I don't really have any good space where I could put one even. At the moment, to be honest. I also don't have anything that I could use. Like, you say put on a model, but the model still would need some kind of tracking device. Which is something that I lack. And so I had to, like, take my phone to my head and use the, like, phone's accelerometer as, like, a way to calibrate where the head is or something. I don't know. A massive pink gap to be too distracted to use a webcam. I wish. Ooh, I'm sliding out. God damn it. You'll be. I feel it'll be one of those moments where I get a webcam and you'll be disappointed by the outcome. That's the more realistic one. So a sketch of AC Evo annoyed me, some of the criticisms were fair, others were like, Simcade because not exactly like AC infuriated me to no end, yeah. It kind of pains me that, like, there's a lot of people in the sim racing community that are still very much like that. Albeit there are people like that in every genre, I guess. It's the same with, like, the boomer shooter guys who are like, oh, it's a modern shooter? Ugh. Just to point every day looking at it, can't be much worse. I mean, I'd hope that I'm not, like, hideous or anything. People don't give me funny looks when I'm out in public. But, I think more of the underwhelming kind. Granted, I do need to get back on a bigger exercise routine. I kind of fell off last year. With all the house moving stuff, kind of kicked me off the horse of being in a workout routine. No, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. Ooh. Oh, God. But yeah, no. Definitely not in as good of a shape as I'd like to be. So I'm doing some running in the evening, half a week ago, hopefully I can keep it up. Yeah, that's always the problem. It's nice to get into these things, but it's keeping up the routine that's like the real hard part. And I mean, this year, one of my big goals is not really a new year, new me thing, but I do kind of, you know, now that the house stuff is largely sorted, I do kind of want to put more of an emphasis on myself this year. So what that entails yet, I don't know. But maybe kind of trying to improve my kind of health, I guess, in general. I need to actually kind of just set my mind to doing some more things. Webcam plus VRoid Studio plus VC Face is probably the easiest method. Yeah, the problem is, like I said earlier, I don't actually have any kind of webcam at the moment. So even if I wanted to, I'd have to go out and buy a camera of some kind. 25 minutes, 4 times a week is the aim. Yeah, the one bit of solace is that, you know, I at least cycle to work, so that kind of naturally keeps me moving to an extent. Well, I only go into the office twice a week, but, you know, I'm at least doing, like, 4 bike trips a week, at the very least. Which helps. Compared to, like, if I drove or, like, bus into work. Now, my friends who do a 5-a-side football for an hour a weekend, oh, that's good. Yeah, if I solid 2 on something, I can pick it up and move more, yeah. I know we've got some, like, weights at home, so I think my plan maybe is... it's either get back into the gym, or finally accept that I'm not going to the gym, cancel my membership, and start doing a little home workout. Maybe with a mixture of some more, like, weekend bike rides or whatever. I don't know. A 20-minute walk to my place at uni. I'll only take the bus if it's really miserable outside or if I'm very late. Yeah, I mean, I'm cycling on I'm pretty much cycling come rain or shine, really. I'm not too fussed about the conditions, given that, at least for me, it's only like a 10-15 minute cycle, so... It's pretty short. I could survive getting battered by the cold and the wind and the rain for like 10-15 minutes at a time. I see the bus pass takes steam accommodation, don't have any more, so temptation is much reduced. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Whenever you have the convenient way out, that's what really kills you. Like, I know for... like, it's easy for me to not be like, oh, you know, I could just drive to work. Because driving to work would unironically be slower and take more effort than cycling. not physical effort, obviously, but more hassle. God, Yari's really caught up to me now. I need to start actually trying to drive this thing. But yeah, because like part of my route to work crosses over like a major dual carriageway junction, and on the bike there's a very convenient passageway that goes right underneath. I could just shortcut through that, provided the brook that runs alongside hasn't flooded, which it does sometimes during winter. But the you know, with a car I have no choice but to go through that roundabout properly, which can be in rush hour can be gridlocked. So, I hate waiting, so unless the bus just happens to be at the bus stop when I'm there, I'm not tempted to wait. Yeah. I can definitely relate to that. I mean, I started back when I was in school. I started cycling every day. That's kind of why I have the bike and all that stuff, and I'm used to it. I used to cycle to school and then college every day because I used to take the bus initially for like the first few years, because it was about like 4 miles away or something like that from my house. That's like a half an hour, 45-minute bike ride there. But then eventually I realized that, like, you know, it's kind of just a pain in the ass waiting for the bus all the time. Having to jump from bus to bus and shit like that. I was like, meh, just cycle. Easier. Leave on my own terms, run at my own pace, get there at my own time. That's kind of rubbish. For the cars around you are. I think the worst thing that really happened in those years cycling to college was that one time I bumped off a curb and the rear bearing in my wheel exploded, and so I hear just like a sort of like showering of like metal parts on the ground. I look behind me and it's like the inners of my wheel, of like the wheel sort of like axle just sprayed out across the road, and I'm like, yep. That's not good. I was going to chip up the guys who take e-scooters on the footpath. Damn. I don't mind it as long as people are, like, mindful of others. It's like when I have to use the pass while cycling, you know, I always try and be mindful with, like, other people and stuff, you know. It's almost like the endurance racing thing, you know, the faster car will find its way around you, not you finding, not them getting out of your way. Kind of a weird analogy to make, but yeah, just cycle gunners talking to their revolvers, be like, damn. That curve, I don't think it's doing me any favors. Had a front tire go completely flat on me once. Went on a bike, it was a long walk back. Oof, yeah. Had that before too. Ooh, yellow flag. That's probably Michael again. Yeah, it's Michael again. I think he's gone out adventuring. Nice, he's... Actually, I don't think that was smoke. Oh, there he is. But yeah, I do remember the funny time, though, when I think I had a flat that one time. Had my brother had to. My brother wasn't at his college at the time, and he luckily came to me in the middle of the day, and we replaced it there and then. But it did look a bit off having just some random guy waltz up to the college with a bike, just a loose bike wheel in hand. Then we swap him, and then he walks away with another loose bike wheel. But yeah, it saved me having to carry the bike home, which is what I had to do when I broke the, like I said about that time when I exploded the rear wheel out across the path. Yeah, pick it up a lift. At some point during it, that's nice at least. The fighting when it happens. Pun partially intended. Yeah, no, been there, done that. Yeah, it's never fun. At the moment, luckily, like I said, my trip is really short, so if I did get a puncture, I wouldn't mind walking home. It's not that far to go. Take a lot longer, obviously, but it's pretty short trip. Yeah, Robert's flying today. Admittedly, my focus has been kind of jumping around left and right, but I have not. He's just pulled away from me, and I've been able to thwart off the threat from Yari, which came out of nowhere and caught me by surprise. Jeez, he's just been quick. $51s, holy cow. They're on like 52s. 552s at a push. GR. Oh, that wasn't too bad though. I kind of enjoyed that. Wow, 51.0. Holy shit. That's some crazy speed. Damn. Let's bring up the old replay. I don't know if there was much to really look at there. But maybe. I'll admit this has probably been more of a talk stream than anything. Driving has definitely been the secondary prerogative tonight, but I don't mind that. Helps cover up my skill issue more. I mean, the topic earlier was definitely very, very helpful. Some good food for thought. Got a kind of meddling start. I think I should have jumped over maybe more. And yeah, I ate too much curb here, I think. And then Rob just got ahead. Easy as. Alright, yeah, Mattia, I guess, chopped up. He got a good start, and then he made good ground into the opening chicane. As he get past Hanu. It's like he was up behind me by the end of the lap, I think. It's gonna be up here. Yeah, I think he gets him under braking here. Yeah, he does, yeah. And he may be a little too generous with the space given. But, I guess it is lap 1, so... It's good to play the survival game sometimes. Mattia was seeking revenge. Yeah, from being... from being banned, yeah. Crazy livery on that car still. Yeah, I didn't get a great exit from here. Just allowed him to get away and put you really close to me. I was like, uh-oh. Is he gonna try something? But luckily not, I don't think. What are those tires and rims? That is a very good question. He's moving. I'll go back to the start later on. And cars on RF2 and the skins haven't loaded. Yeah. Oh, Yari's right on your tail as well. Look at us from Yari's point of view, I guess. We're pretty close up here. Wasn't this lap, right? Yeah, I fell off a bit. Oh, he just got a rubbish exit. I guess Mattia got a better run on Rob out of here. Oh, he got up his inside. Oh, Rob went a little deep. So he got up his inside, yeah. Good bit of hard racing there. I think, yeah, he ultimately loses out. Is this lap where... Ooh. Okay, I think it was more... Ooh. I think it's more Hanu being late on the brakes there than me. Old speed demon here. Oh, is he going to the wall? Oh, gentle nudge. Probably would have been better if you'd aimed for the right and just gone down the escape route, to be honest. So it made the brake text markers so tiny like parents. Where's the brake text? Missed the tire. It's not that small, but I guess it is a little hard to read. With it being yellow, it does almost weirdly kind of blend into the background. Like, it's not the most obvious thing to read. To be honest, that's why I almost never read the numbers. Unless they're, like, really obvious. I kind of more... I know the count. I didn't actually know this board said 100. I just knew that was the board I wanted to hit for the braking, or I wanted to roughly be near for the braking. You're right, that we punted and he missed. Shame. Yeah. He didn't go for the murder. Despicable. Oh. I hope he needed to reverse that far back. Guess being courteous. Mattia probably streaks away here from Rob. He does. Where does Yari catch up? I guess not really much happened here. I think it was small. Yeah, I caught up, but he didn't really... I don't think he really tried anything. I didn't really let him get close enough for that. Oh, he's very close there. But yeah, I didn't really give him room to try anything. And then I think I started pulling away a bit more. Let's see. I think that was pretty much it, though. Mattia was running down Robert, but there isn't really anything to see there. See what his wheels are like on the grid. Oh, they are just yellow. I can go into... find the right key. There you go. Free cam. A peek behind the curtain. Oh, even the suspension arms. He spared no expense with this. Okay, the seats, though? Slacking on the seats in the interior. Oh, I guess and the roof. I didn't realize the roof either. Roof is still carbon fiber. But even the suspension arms got painted yellow. The brake discs didn't. No. They also got missed. I guess there had to be some inclination that this was still a functioning car. Oh, yeah, the exhaust pipes also. Nice and yellow. I just noticed this grandstand is full of cars. Full of Skodas. Accident may be close, but the training is closer. 100 meters training area. There's 100. That's 100 meters. That should be like. Here, I don't see anything. It lied! Well, that path goes into nowhere. Random telegraph pole. I have never noticed this before. I've raced at this track a few times. I've never noticed that this grandstand is just... It's just Skodas. It's just cars. These have people in them, though. They have holes. They have people. That's so random. Is that like maybe like a real thing they did? It's like a marketing ploy? I don't know. It feels so random. So random that it almost has to be real, right? Damn, excavation equipment. Ah, yes. Say it. There actually aren't many grandstands around here. You got the one here, one here, one there. I guess you got this big old grassy knoll all the way around the track, which is pretty great for like general admission. And this like back half of the track. And back half of the track there isn't really anything. I guess you could have general admissions here. There's a porta potty there. But, like, you don't really want people stood here, because then they could easily get onto the track and stuff like that. And there's illegal activities going on. I'm just quizzing the geographics of this. Nothing to be concerned about, officer. Ambulance. A gate. A gate to nowhere. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought it was just a random picture. I always find it funny when map creators put like big 3D things outside of the map. Try context and we do a blacklist. No. But it's funny when you see these like just random like props that are outside the map like this. I've never seen this ever, I don't think. Can I even see it? Where is it? I don't remember where it is. Oh, it's there. I guess you can see it. You can just about see it. Need for Speed Most Wanted blacklist. Damn. Okay. Can see it, but it is kind of... I don't know if that's like a major landmark or something. But I sure haven't noticed it. Damn, this cameraman's up really high. He's... Oh, shit. Get that the buttons went wrong around here. Those lights are floating. Let's see what this cameraman can see. Wow, he doesn't see a lot. This camera doesn't work. He's also floating. Very shiny head for some reason. I would not want to be up here with like a strong window, but that's actually, wow, this actually gives you a pretty good view of like the whole track. Jump into the actual race. You can see cars all the way over at the back there. As they snake around. Get rid of the HUD. Don't need that. Look at them go. Start hearing them as well. A very unprofessional cinematography. Or direction. I don't know what I'm talking anymore. Absolute rubbish. We're already streaking ahead. And you can see almost all of the track from up here. Alright, well if I ever go to Autodrom Most, I know where I'm going. Propping up on top of this crane. Still better than NASCAR on Fox. Real. Which will the FOV allow me to shrink in? Down to 1 FOV. Oh. Oh no. Can you tell that the game wasn't supposed to be looked at from this perspective? Snip. AC Evo, damn, yeah it is. Let me go and take a look for the results. I know we haven't done those over the past couple of weeks. We have done enough screwing around that maybe they've been posted. Okay. Seems I was wrong. Take a look at the championship standings, though, I guess, for both of them. I haven't actually had a chance to take a look at how those are stacking up for the first half of the season. So starting up in the Corvettes, Victor is leading with a perfect win streak. Mattia in second. I think Victor's win streak was broken now, because Mattia won at Road America. Oscar in third, Robert in fourth, Yari in fifth, myself in sixth. Only 2 points behind Yari, and only 5 behind, or only 7 behind Robert, sorry. Be interesting to see how that's changed. I think that gap would have actually grown. Actually, Robert would have fallen out because I don't think he was there. I could be wrong. But yeah, the gap between me and Yari would have grown a little bit. For the BMWs, Robert continues his lead. Mattia in second. Pretty close between the two of those, albeit it would have grown slightly. By another 4 points. So I think that would be up to 8 points now. And Yari in third, with consistent third place finishes. I don't think that continued this time, because that would be Rob taking the third place this time around. Should move him. I think that might just move him up ahead of me. And we'll bring both me and him closer into Yari, which will make things interesting, I guess. Yeah, that's it on the results. I started the game capture. Shit. The game's running at the moment anyways. But yeah, the results do seem to be coming in. They just seem to be slow. Something's probably gotten out of sync somewhere. But it is what it is. Yeah, that didn't really... things didn't really go the way I was expected, but it's good that we still got both races in. Things actually turned out for the better, I'd say, tonight. I don't have anything really planned now, so if anyone has any suggestions, I am all ears, pretty much. I don't really have anything I want to... I don't have anything I really want to showcase. And anything that I maybe could, I don't really have ready at the moment, so... I mean, those cars that I showed off last week, those got a couple more updates. TXR, maybe? You know, actually, that's an intriguing idea. I can try... Let's see how TXR plays on a wheel. I haven't tried that yet. And see how broken this is gonna be. Chances are probably very. Oh no, we are doomed. Yes, you are doomed. Right. See if this works. It does work. Probably cut out the main music. Probably won't play this for very long, but we'll see. Options. Controller settings, drive. Ooh, it has. Recognize all my devices. We're off to a good start. Has all my devices. Accelerator, analog. This is the hot pedals, yes. Brake, analog. Got that. We don't have a clutch, I don't think. So we could skip that. Steering wheel, analog. Handbrake. Get that chip down. Change view. Look back. Look left. Look right. Does it actually have any FFB, or is it like an arcade cabinet? Well, arcade cabinets do actually have force feedback, but I don't think this has proper force feedback. We'll see. We'll see. I don't actually know. I'll leave the rest of these. Actually, I guess I can... I don't think these are really important, but fuck it, we'll map them anyways. I don't care. Oh, I guess I do one. I can... You know what? I'm gonna map that to the big button. Where is it? Flash. Flash. Flashing. Map that to the big red button on my button box. Because I can. Oh, cheap arcade cabinets didn't have it, or else I just don't remember properly. Yeah, arcade cabinets probably have very weak force feedback. But some do still have them. Oh. Let's keep that. Okay. He sends it in. Yeah. But it's not massively important. Also, sometimes they are a bit slow listening to your command. I had it the other day when I was playing, like AI just, they listened, but they listened too late, so they went on the off-ramp and then just turned into the wall on the off-ramp. Which was kind of funny, but wasn't really helpful. I probably should actually just... There's loads of cars now. I probably should just head out, though. Is there a horn to be bound? No, no horn, sadly. I do have flashing headlights, though. So I could be an obnoxious endurance driver. I think I want to change my wheel, though. I don't have cockpit cam sadly either. Is this? I think this is set to like full 900. Oh, that's the wrong button. Drive. Nope, that's not the wheel. Wheel, please. Do I have any settings for handling response time? I want that to be 0. Handling return time 0. Dead zone 0. Maximum acceleration. Blah 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 blah. Steering angle correction. No. Force feedback. I was turning up to 100 because I wasn't feeling anything. I still don't feel anything, to be honest. If I crash into a wall, oh, it does kind of do something. Not a lot. I'm now stuck against the wall. Important questions. Yeah, hang on, let me change the wheel settings, though, on Logitech. It'd be 540. I can't be bothered with 900 degrees of steering. Oh, actually, turning that to 540 has changed it, yeah. But it seems mostly to be like centering the spring. Like, I feel resistant, but I'm just flicking the car around like this, but it's not really doing a whole lot. Shimmy the chat a bit. Oh. I killed that. Epic car. Important questions, yeah. Yeah, one problem I do have the physics in this game currently is you have too much grip. Like, I could do this, and you see I just... Okay, I hit the wall there, but... Eh. The car still kind of grips. It doesn't really break traction. So yeah, cars are like mega grips, so I can just kind of like... I might even be able to just like full throttle all these corners with the steering wheel. We'll see. Oh, he braked. See you later, sucker. It does all work though, which is more than some other racing games can do. Which is definitely a good thing. Like, I have played racing games in the past where it's like, I wouldn't mind trying to play this on a wheel, and then I go and look and I see that they don't actually have support for multiple wheel input devices, and I'm like, well, I can't play this on a wheel unless I go and dig out my trusty old Logitech pedals. Which I don't really want to do. For what I've heard, the music, love the music in this game. The music's decent. Ain't maxi tune too though, but it's decent. It does get a little repetitive when driving. I'd rather if they just looped one track over and over again, but it kind of switched between two and it's a little awkward. I think race is going indefinitely if the cars remain close enough. I think so. But like hitting walls of the cars and stuff will deteriorate that, and you do have tire wear that you have to keep in mind, so... Oh, I forgot. Brakes. Yeah, I mean, it works on a wheel. Force feedback, though. No. Not really. You get, like, resistance from turning, but... Tires pop? No. You just have no grip. Or, you just have less grip. Like I said, cars have too much grip in this game at the moment. Maybe they fix that, maybe they don't, I don't know, but... I hope they do, because it's not the most fun to drive, especially with a controller at the moment. With wheel, I don't have much experience. And this cappuccino is actually pretty quick. See you later. Never mind. Just took a while to... We had better acceleration, but now we're up to speed more. Eating for breakfast. I'm not playing this in like third person with wheels, like. Mainly just these highway 1v1 battles? Yeah, sometimes other cars can get involved, but most of the time it is just one-on-ones. there are like teams and like stuff. So like you can see they have like logos above them, and that indicates what team they're from. And so the goal is to kind of to beat all the members of the team and then defeat the leader. But yeah, there are like some team. Most of the time it will just be this. Sometimes, oh shit. Okay, I guess we're going this way. Oh, he's jumping. Oh god, I'm not really getting the car stopped. I was too busy looking at what he was doing. This camera being more for the wheel though. My braking is all fucked though because I did some bad setup on it. So that's not helping me into the corners. Oh shit. Okay, well I'm dead. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, you do have to fight multiple cars at once on some occasions, or fight multiple people back to back with no, like, respite, but, yeah, that doesn't happen very often. Yeah, I don't even really need to brake, am I? Hang on it. Any penalty for losing? You lose your win streak, which gives you extra money. Otherwise, not really, no. It just slows down progression. Oh, I've done a Nico Rosberg. I put myself in neutral. I actually think I almost want lower steering than this. 540 feels too much. 270. Yeah. The annoying thing is there is a mechanic here where when you approach a junction, rivals can go different ways. And the problem with that is that if they go a separate way to you, you can kind of guide them with your indicators, as Adam mentioned earlier, but if they go a separate way to you, it counts as a draw, and annoyingly, draws kind of also kill your win streak. So he might go right here, but I'm going to quickly indicate left, and there you go, he's followed me. There's a big hairpin here. Oh, crap. Remember, I changed the wheel settings. Does feel weird playing this on a wheel though. I don't usually play more casual games on a wheel. Usually keep them on the controller. But with the weird way in this handles, I thought it might actually be better on a wheel. Somewhat paradoxically. You know, fuck it, taxi. Aha. I was kind of hoping he put up more of a fight. I do actually feel little knocks on the wheel actually as I'm going over those little bumps there, but not a lot. Given that this is at like max force feedback. But yeah, like it's not... Force feedback isn't a lot. Maybe they'll change it because this is early access. But at the moment, no. But I'm scrubbing off so much speed, but it doesn't really feel like I am until I turn and I realize I have no speed anymore. Okay, because you have so much grip again, you scrub a lot of speed from just turning. They're even there, and you were able to set up about 2 minutes ready. Yeah, it's definitely a great first sign. But I do wish that I do think it would be nice if they would implement better force feedback later down the line. Because while I won't play it much of a wheel, I don't think, you know, other people do want to play it with a wheel. And it would be nice to have. Because this at the moment isn't great. But yeah, it's a really good first sign that out of the box, it supports all my input devices. Because like I said earlier, you know, I have played... Oh, Team Boss. I think? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But yeah, I have played other games in the past where it's like, I wouldn't mind setting up my wheel for this, but I go and try, and then it's like, oh, the game actually only accepts one input device, so I'd have to get my Logitech pedals out and set them up again, which I don't want to do. Because it just wouldn't feel right. Thankfully, it's not really a problem with any sim as far as I'm aware from what I've experienced. But I have experienced it with a couple of games in the past. Named Black the Zero Fighter, yeah. They have some really random names for the characters. That's kind of been a long-running thing. I've just got so much speed. I'm on, like, technically the least grippy tires you can get as well, by the way. Oh! Oh, right, no, okay. So this team, I have to beat them all simultaneously. Oh, well, beat them all in a row, I guess. Oh, I'm not in a good spot. It's fine, then. I think in terms of extra cameras as well, at least we're playing on a wheel, a roof camera would be nice. No, come this way. You fucking moron. Oh, and that put me in neutral. I does not want to turn around. What an asshole. Oh. Yeah, one little quirk I do notice sometimes was sometimes the shifting feels a little delayed. Like you press the button to change the gear. Like if you mash downshift quickly and your car doesn't have a transmission. Wrong opponent. What do you mean wrong opponent? Because I have to find the first person of the list. I can't bother today. Maybe the one all the way back. I don't really want to do that. Unless I can just challenge. I'm away. But yeah, with the tire wear as well, as far as I'm aware, I don't think the tires really progressively wear. I feel like they do kind of just reach, they kind of do just hang on until they fall off a cliff, really. Which they might start doing soon. Oh, that was a really bad pinch. No, come back. I'm not finished with you yet. I think I'm gonna lose. Yeah. Crap. Again, fool. Okay. Oh, it's like no. Ooh. There's like no force There's like no force feedback when you're in that countdown. So it's like, oh, I wonder what happens if I just turn the wheel. That is what happens. Oh, I think the tires have hit the cliff, maybe. What is happening? It's really weird. I don't know if you noticed that. The car... It's strange. What the fuck? Okay, now it's just losing grip entirely, but earlier, if you noticed, it was gripping, ungripping, gripping, ungripping, gripping, ungripping. Yeah, there you go. See, it's doing it again. Like I said, the tires, yeah, they kind of just reach a point until they hit when they hit a cliff. I think not that much speed, though, it's not. Okay, no, it is bad. Honestly, changing tires is maybe a bit too cheap. Let me move the chat window again. I don't think I have the... No, my spectacular braking settings. This bit really confuses me. Damper balance, rebound compression. I've never seen it laid out like this in a game before, and it confuses the fuck out of me. I don't really get it. Make no sense. These are all wonders, I guess. Oh, you will? Okay. I thought he'd reject me. This is where it starts and it's like, battle requirements not met. That'd be pretty fucking silly. He's quick. Not quick enough. Oh, he's crashed into that traffic car. Buffoon. That might be this over then. Hard. Yeah, mine lost. He did. This guy... Yeah. Any judge people who own this ugly piece of crap. Yeah, an entire team of like American football players, that makes sense, right? Back to this camera. Throwing that thing on his head? Yeah, I guess. I don't know how you'd fit that, all of that into an RX-7, but he's gonna damn try, I guess. Hold on. Oh, it's a different guy here now. Oh, it's 2 people. Okay. Okay, I guess it's a one after the other? Yeah, one after the other. Fantastic. I'm hoping I could run this section at full speed more because I wanted to do a bit of a bigger test on the wheel handling with more reasonable braking settings, but I guess not. It's gonna get challenged again. Alright, I could just go out and drive, but oh! Another guy. Supreme. This might be the team boss. Maybe. Albeit last time I said that it wasn't, so who knows. It's complacent. Except this lost them. Yes, eat this, L, Sonny Jim. Accept this loss here. I accept this loss, but also fuck you, we'll fight again. Always puts me in 4th bloody gear. I leave. This is wrong kind of playing on this bit. I wanted to go on the hairpin. So this way, 3C1. Yeah, I think I did see somewhere in the options. Oh, game settings. Okay, never mind. I can't do it here. I remember seeing there was like an FOV option. I was wondering like maybe I could... Ooh. I was thinking that I could turn the FOV up on this camera because it feels a little low. Maybe. But I just can't not turning now. Is it because I'm not focused on the game? This is fine. Right? Oh. He's dead. Why is my steering not... Okay. I don't know. Feels weird. Oh shit. Got the wrong thing. Oh well. I will race you. Oh. Dirty bastard. However, he doesn't know the cheese. It's actually hurting him more than it's hurting me. Cool. I think that's a bug they should probably fix as well. If you and an AI crash into each other, the AI takes significantly more SP loss than you do. Yeah, like if I full turn, though, the car, watch this speed loss. Crazy. Like, C1 probably is the best place to test this, so that's why I'm sort of just fiddling around here now. I didn't need to break there. One thing I don't know if you notice as well is even with the wheel, there's this weird kind of auto-correction that's happening. I was kind of wondering if maybe a wheel would get rid of that, but nope, it really doesn't. You can see the car sometimes snaps and flicks, and that's that, like, sort of auto sort of, like, steer, for lack of any better terminology. If I flick the car... it kind of, see, I didn't turn the wheel at all there as the car straightened itself back up. I kind of just held the wheel straight. If I were to play the auto titles, which would be good to start with, should I go in release order or could I skip some? No, I don't think you have to go in, but the story, let's be real, the story doesn't really matter in these games. There are repeating teams and rivals and there's like some lore, but the story really doesn't matter. Thanks, Swift. Very appreciated. Like, oh god. The story really doesn't matter all that much. It's just generic. Rookie wants to become fastest racer in place where there's lots of people racing. That's basically all it is. They make up some, like, really fancy opponents, like, you know, the 13 Devils, the Zodiac, and shit like that. They give them, like, really dramatic names and stuff. But, like, they are just rivals at the end of the day. The end story doesn't really go any further than, like, you arrive at place, you want to beat everyone, bish bash bosh. Only if you really care about the lore, you can then, like, read into, like, the team's bios and stuff like that. But I think that what people generally recommend for, like, this style of, like, the sort of, like, Shotoko expressway ones, probably 3 or 0. Seems like a very fair battle. I'm going to take it to the belt. Come with me. Yes. Good man. Yeah, honestly, like, now that I'm playing it on wheel, like, honestly, I think this game would handle really good if they toned down the grip and got rid of this silly auto counter steer stuff. Whatever it is. Like, I can feel it. Like, when I'm braking, I can feel the car wanting to rotate under braking. Oh, team boss. This is actually a team boss this time, not like last time. And I was like, oh, team boss. Big one, actually. But yeah, like, I think this game could actually feel pretty good. And on the wheel, obviously, as well, force feedback. improvements would make it feel a lot better. This does feel a little strange. I am somewhat being carried by the fact the car has a lot of grip. It's not like Grand Prix 2, where I'm like looping it out of every corner because that game is like hardcore as fuck and you don't have force feedback. Guessing 0 is a prequel to 1? I'm not sure, actually. Weirdly, 3 in Japan is called 01 as well. The Japanese title for 3 is actually 01. Like, is in terms of its, like, numeric. Even though Japan had 1 and 2. Riddle me that. I don't know. I think it's best not to think too hard about the naming conventions. Alright, take care, Donnie. Cheers for coming along. And imparting your wisdom. It's greatly appreciated. And hopefully I'll be around on Monday to join in. Bonk. Base order it is then. Yeah, I mean, you do you, but I think, yeah, maybe starting up like 3 or 0 is probably like your best bet. Like 1 and 2 are a bit more rough around the edges, I guess. Because they are older. Import Tuner Challenge is quite bare bones as well, despite being the most recent one. I didn't realize it, because I haven't actually played it, but a friend sort of showed it to me. And if I bring up the map here, see, obviously with here, we've got this whole map. There's a fair bit here. Of course, I've mostly been sticking to this top area, the C1 loop, this kind of loop here. But, like, Import Tuner Challenge is basically just this section. There's a couple of extra roads that come off of this, but it's 90% of the map is just this. All of this down here doesn't exist. It's pretty much just this. Which is kind of surprising, really. But I think they're probably under some kind of crunch to get it out, so they just had to decide to just cut this whole section out. Granted, most of this, I mean, you've got like the Wangan Bayshore line down the bottom here. And this is basically just a straight line, really. It has corners, but like it's basically just a straight line. I'm sure you would have seen it when we played Maxi Tune. This northern bit is the Yokohane line, which has a bit more technicality to it, but it is also largely straight. It's very fast. Again, which you might have also seen from Maxi Tune. So, like, I guess it's not the end of the world. Like, from these two bits, you get enough. You get basically everything. Like, you do have a long straight here to go. But, yeah. A lot of this stuff is more high-speed areas. There actually is, on the actual... I think they might have gotten rid of it now in real life, so that might be why it's not here. But I think there used to be a section further on. If you look at Street Supremacy, which is the PSP game, that actually has this area down at the bottom here. I don't know what it's called, but it's there. Oh, ow, ow. Did I get money for that? I might have done. Played that a bit, yeah. Yeah, one thing to, like, yeah, don't expect stellar handling or performance, or AI performance, sorry. Not game performance. Game performance is okay, but AI performance, bit touch and go in all of the games. And Genki AI typically fall into one of two brackets. They're either over-cautious or over-aggressive, and there's, like, no in-between. this game is actually a rare case where they kind of are in between. Some places they're a bit... Oops. Some places they're a bit too aggressive. Some places they're a bit too cautious. Like, yes, he's just turned across me like the yob he is. But, like, in some parts he will, like, back off way more than he should. Like, here, he's just lifted off the throttle. I have not lifted off the throttle once going around here. And he's in a four-wheel drive Subaru. I've hit the wall, though, so that's kind of killed me here, actually. Come back, please. He'll probably break up here. He hasn't really. I'm gaining on him, though. Okay, we're good. Look at the slipstream. Across the bridge. Stop. I need to extend these gear ratios, so he's braking big time. I probably should brake a bit as well. I see a bug in games these days. Yeah. Oh, I got pretty lucky on that traffic car, actually. Okay, if I rip the handbrake... Okay, that's a bad example. If I get down onto the C1 a bit more. Build up some speed again, but when I get out onto here... I hit the wall again! She... I need to get there. Like, I've got low grip on the rear tires. Also, tire wear doesn't get affected whilst I'm free roaming like this, which is nice. Means you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, so I'm on relatively low grip now, but if I rip the handbrake... I was turning the wheel right the whole time, and you could see the car tried to turn left again at the end there. I'm surprised I actually got a 180. I usually don't get a full 180. I think it's because my tires are shot, though, that I got the full 180 out. But usually it doesn't let me. It kills me, like, halfway through. It's like, no, you will not handbrake turn. The old bloody... thingy. That's a pretty productive day. But now I can vent whilst we're here. So first, corners did get the memo that's not initial D, yeah? And now I can vent about probably the gripe that everyone has with this game, I think. And very rightfully so. This is the progression. You see at the top you have this BP, or B, next to the C. The B is like a... It's called BP, I don't actually know what it stands for. Battle points or something, I guess. But this, you only earn BP at the moment when you beat new rivals. So if it's a rival you haven't beaten before out of all the teams. So like if I beat any of these guys who I've got check marks against here, doesn't matter. I won't earn any BP from them. But I go and beat these two guys that I haven't beaten, I'll get some for them. Same for these guys. And the other members here and whatnot. Which means it's a finite resource. But this is your skill points, essentially. Which need to be invested in these skill trees. You've got these weird driver level ones, which increase your attack and defense on the SP bar, which is a little weird. But it's whatever. You got these skill ones as well, which is whatever. You get like little skills and stuff you can invest in and stuff. This is where it starts to get silly, though. You have perks. Now, these are fine for the most part, but the really egregious one is the new wallet. Because the game caps you on how much money you can have. And it's tied to this skill here. And it keeps going. At the moment, my cap is set to 7 million. I'm at 5 million. And it's not hard to get to the cap, especially the later and later you get into the game. And obviously, that means any money you earn beyond that, you lose. Because you've hit the cap, which is really dumb. I don't know why this is a feature, but this is something you have to upgrade, really. And otherwise you just kind of shoot yourself in the foot. But what makes it even worse is that every car in the game also has to be unlocked using this system. See, you got a skill tree for all the car unlocks. And what makes it even worse is that also tuning counts under this. So you have to balance this limited resource across all of this, basically. But realistically, mainly, you want these ones so you can actually afford shit. You want these so you can get the cars you want. Oh, hang on. And then you want these so you can actually, you know, upgrade your car and make it faster. Which is... it's a terrible system. Because you're eventually going to run out of these points to accrue. And then you're stuck. Especially if you haven't unlocked some of the things that you want to unlock. Yeah, it's way too restricted. Especially for the cars. Like, every car is pretty much locked. However, some of these as well. So what makes this worse is... let me find one where it will give me an example. Here we go. Yeah, so... on top of that, there are tiers. So you have to unlock tiers of items, you have to complete certain in-game milestones, which is how it works in the old games, right? But the old games don't have this skill tree. So this skill tree is just this arbitrary extra crap on top that really just dampens the whole progression. Because like here, it's like, okay, if I unlock, say I've unlocked GT86, which would have me unlock the GR86 and the Chaser. But, oh well, I haven't unlocked the BB, but it'd be the same thing, because the Chaser's underneath the GR86. But here, I don't unlock these until I've beaten this specific boss. And it's the same for the upgrades too. Okay, it's a bad example. But this one, see, it's the same thing. So, you have to do this, you also have to acquire the right amount of BP, you also have to then make sure you have the money. Because just unlocking these doesn't... this doesn't give you them, it just unlocks them for purchase. It's like if I unlock, I don't know, LSD level 2, let's say, and then we go into the tune, and you can see now, I can buy the LSD to fit to the car. Short response time for LSD activation. I don't know if that's actually... actually says it makes my car heavier, adding an LSD to it, which is funny. I don't have the suspension upgrade. Guess I'll buy these. Okay, might as well. But you can see tires here. You saw how well this car was gripping. I don't have any tire upgrades. So it only gets more ridiculous from here. And I was running the hard tires, so I'm running this car in the lowest grip configuration I possibly can. I hate the wallet thing. That's terrible. Like, there's, like, no excuse for the wallet thing. You know, I'll buy the SD too. I don't think it adds that much to the car. Make me actually want to spend it. Yeah, but you kind of end up cornering yourself sometimes. Can I have the camber settings now? No. That was a pointless upgrade then. What the way I wanted to set this. Have them not spend on anything. Yeah, but when you are so, like, it's kind of... I guess, yeah, the big problem is that it's all compounded, really. Yeah, I do have this also, but, like, it's too weak. So I had to go and buy this BRZ. But the problem was I didn't have many cars unlocked when I needed to buy this BRZ, so I kind of just had to concede and buy it. Like, even now, I don't have many cars unlocked. These are separate, because these are, like, these are Team Boss / Wanderer cars. Which you can unlock. When combined with the others, yeah, it's not a good combination, yeah. I don't like the wallet stuff anyways, but yeah. Honestly, like, what I think should happen with this, I think these two pages, or these two tabs on the perk screen, should be completely lumped up. They should be removed completely. And I also think the wallet stuff should be removed. Other than that, I think the rest of this is largely fine. Like, these are pretty minimal things. Let's see if I can... No. These are pretty minor things. Like, they allow you to get more money. They give you some slight extra benefits in battle to make your life a little easier if you want it. Yeah, whatever, you know. But, yeah. This stuff is a bit weird as well, but it's whatever. No, you can't. At least not at the moment. So, you are stuck with what you bought. Yeah. They probably should, yeah. Because the only way you can fix that at the moment is by restarting your save, so... How do they actually... Okay, one small problem I've realized as well, there's actually no way to get to the title screen whilst you're in the game. Like, when I'm in the garage, sorry. There's no way to get to the title screen. Only when I'm, like... Because Escape just brings up the route menu. But I can't... I have to enter the course and then... do it. That's a bit of an oversight. Because when I'm on the road, I can do it. But I can't do that here. It's a little funky. Because, yeah, from the weird thing is... Right, let's close that for now, because I'm pretty much done with what I wanted to do. Like, they, Shit, I've completely lost my train of thought now. Crap. Oh, right. Yeah. I remember what I was talking about. Yeah, so they do allow... You can only have one save file at the moment in this game, like a lot of new games. But interestingly, you can actually go and start a new game from the main menu. Like, you have a new game option. Even though all that does is it just replaces your original save. As far as I'm aware, at least, anyways. I don't think there are many multi-saves. I haven't seen any, like, load option, which does suck. Albeit, I did notice something really weird about Street Supremacy the other day. Because at the weekend, I thought, fuck it, I'll do another playthrough, and I played as the Rolling Guys. On, like, a sort of New Game Plus, but not taking over all my content So starting from afresh, I tried to carry the 8.6 as far as I could through the game. And I actually got it through like 80% of the game, which is pretty good. It was just the like proper high speed stuff I couldn't do because it just didn't have the overall power to get it up to speed quick enough. But I noticed you could only have 3 save slots in Street Supremacy, which is really random. Because it uses the, like, PSP UI for it. So I thought, like, oh, you could just have as many as you like. But nope, only 3. Which is random, but, yeah. All that aside, I like to see. Yeah, I will put a... I do like what I'm seeing. Face the more than one at least. Yeah, that's definitely true. I do like a lot of the stuff I see, but there is that big asterisk. Like, if they don't fix some of these things leading up to release, then I think I would be disappointed. Because for me at least, some of these things do take away from my enjoyment of the game. Like, playing with Wheel was pretty revelatory tonight because it confirmed to me that if they... Or it gave me more confidence in if they made the changes that I want them to make to the physics, I genuinely think this game would handle really good. Like, I could feel it on the wheel. Even with, like, the shabby force feedback. It was like, it felt more natural. But then it was like, oh no, the car's still magnetized to the road, and I try and, like, slide, and it tries to correct itself, and it's like, ooh, no, this feels weird. And it's like, yeah, if they just fix that stuff, it would feel... I feel like this game would feel really fucking good. To drive. And obviously, yeah, the progression stuff as well. I'd like them to address that. I think from what I've heard from some people, that's one of the, like, biggest complaints that's universal at the moment. So hopefully that will be something they will address. Whether they do the physics changes I want them to do, I don't know. But I'm going to stay hopeful. Because that's something that would definitely help my enjoyment of the game a lot. But yeah, be interesting to see what they come up with in terms of a roadmap. And see how they plan to tackle the rest of early access. But it is a decent starting point. That is for sure. Steam forums won't frame rot the devs. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I did see they got a bit mad at the, at some... Mad's maybe the wrong word, but they got a little annoyed at some communities as well, because communities kept data mining and leaking content. And, like, one thing I have seen they've been doing, which is pretty nice, is they have been trying to integrate themselves with the community more. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, you can make your mind up about that. But it is nice to see that they're willing to be more involved with the community. But like, yeah, I'd seen, I think it was on their like Reddit or something. There was somebody sent on like one of the Discord servers. I'm in a post of them saying like, you know, an order from Genki telling us to like stop with all the content leaks. Which, I mean, fair enough. Because this is stuff that, like, no company wants to have their shit leaked, really. Because, again, this stuff isn't complete, and, you know, there is a small chance that it may never see the light of day either, so... You know, it's bad to get people hyped up for things that might never come to fruition. Yeah, it's spoiling the fun. Yeah, exactly. it's not. It's just not great. Of course, people get desperate and they're like, "Oh yeah, I want all the information on this." But yeah, they often don't really think about the actual like effect. But then also some people just do this purely for clout. So they're typically the ones who post it on social media. The people who do it just because they're curious, they often only share it around with like their friends or whatnot. If their friends are interested in it also. Like I had a friend who was reverse engineering some of the AC Evo stuff, and that was how I found out about the like trying to hack the server into working before Kunos got up themselves, and that's how I found out about a lot of the online only stuff. Makes sense to GTA because everything in that game is expensive and grindy. Yeah. They're already backporting stuff. What, Kunos? Or modders? Oh yeah, they're not backporting stuff, but there are people already reverse engineering AC Evo. Yeah, people are already reverse engineering the game and trying to figure it out. No doubt, once like more fleshed out mod tools come into, like, people will probably figure out more fleshed out mod tools, and then they might start backporting stuff. But yeah, I don't think the official mod tools are ready yet, and they probably won't be for a while. And we don't know what they're gonna look like either, so that's also another thing. But yeah, no, they've already started reverse engineering, which is like taking the game apart and trying to figure out how it works. And maybe even get some things working that don't work at the moment. Force some things to load that, like, shouldn't, or aren't intended to load in the current builds that we have and stuff like that. It's actually what I had to do with MaxiTune 3 to get the Gimbalas to work properly. Like, be selectable and be able to save a card with a Gimbala on it, and to actually, like, sort of rip open MaxiTune 3 and be like, where's the bit of the code that says, no, you shall not have a Gimbala? And basically just say, yes, actually, I will. Oh, it does seem like that's what they're going for, which kind of sucks, but we'll see. We shall see. But, like, at the moment, yeah, I really don't have any faith in Kunos to deliver. So I hope to be proven wrong on that. I really hope to be proven wrong. But there's just too many red flags up at the moment for me to really say in good faith that what Kunos are doing is going to be for the better. But, yeah, we will just have to wait and see. And yeah, not really much more we can do. Maybe even Professor Star, maybe, yeah. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, for now, I think I'm going to wrap things up here. That was it's a pretty good stream, all things considered. I was hoping it was going to be a bit of a disaster, but it's worked. I got some further good news from Enrique as well, saying that he's fixed the results server stuff. Apparently the server that handles the results was a bit broken. So all the results are actually up now, and they should be more live. But I'll cover those next week. I'm not going to bother going through them again now, because I think everyone everyone who was here for the races is probably long gone. Was hoping for disaster? No. If I said that, I didn't mean to. But I was expecting. I'd kind of gotten the expectation ready in my head that like it wasn't gonna go right tonight. But it did. Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't hoping for a disaster. I always hope these streams go as buttery smooth as possible. When they don't, it's like, oh no. Yeah, we had fun. It was definitely a very productive stream, all things considered. And yeah, I've got some things I need to go and think about. That's for sure. But I think for now, that's all I really have. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. That is it for the week. Yeah, hopefully back to proper scheduling next week. Well, we were proper scheduling today also, but yeah. But yeah, more smooth next week, hopefully. Yeah, should be fun. Around 5, I think, next week. So everything is all as it should be. Watkins Glen on Monday with Bunny, Michael, and the Slow Bros. Then Imola in the Corvette, and Salzburg Ring in the E92. So that should be a bit of fun. And yeah, thanks everyone who came out and raced. Especially the Corvette people coming out at the last minute. And thanks everyone who stayed around and chatted and provided valuable feedback. And yeah, I'll see you all around next time. Adios.